Introduction. Physics 111 has struck again with throwing a whole bunch of new stuff at us that we need to get the hang of. Between being introduced to programming and Hooke's Law, there has been plenty to chew on. That's what really keeps the class moving, is all the things we do, learn, and question. I think this class is really rounded in the areas that we encounter as far as skills and curriculum. This week wasn't an exception by any means from the other weeks in that there was plenty to do, learn, and question. What I did. The things we did this past week will benefit us for the upcoming assignments in class. This past Tuesday we derived equations for motion to be able to figure out the equation to figure out displacement, and we're introduced to VPython. Outside of class I worked on downloading VPython on my computer. In class on Thursday, we used weights to figure out the stretch of some springs. Outside of class that day, I did some final adjustments on our TIM. What I learned. Learning also came along with the things we did. Last Tuesday I learned how to use VPython. Outside of class that day, I learned that I was downloading the wrong version of VPython. In Thursday's class, I learned how to make energy diagrams. Outside of class over the weekend, I learned that VPython is really similar to MATLAB. What I want or need to know. Questions arose as we did and learned new things this past week. Tuesday's class caused me to wonder how I could remember all the equations we've learned. I was pondering how we will use VPython for our upcoming TIM outside of class that day. In class on Thursday, I questioned how Hooke's Law applies to engineering. Outside of class over the weekend, I inquired whether the planets have acceleration, or even a jerk, in their normal movement in orbit. Conclusion. This past week really reached up and smacked us in the face with all the new material and skills we were doing, learning and questioning. It has been a wake-up call to our brains and made us stretch a little bit before spring break. The only thing I wonder about is whether I remember all those things after spring break or not. No matter how it turns out, it's just important to be organized and do my best.